Good morning, everybody. It is starting to rain. I suggest that you get out there and enjoy that. Scott put this canopy up. So, we live in an apartment building. Normally I wouldn't put a canopy up, but you know what? I'm just going to enjoy my nature the way I'm used to enjoying my nature and do what I want to do. Whatever. But anyway, pretty simple. I need to get some walls. We don't have any walls, but I took a shower curtain, an old shower curtain this morning. So in case it starts to blow in, because the other day when he put it up, I mean, we were getting wet and it was starting to blow in. So I'll show you. I'll do another little video. I tried to turn this around earlier, but I guess you can't turn it around while you're in the middle of videos. So I'll show you what it looks like. But yeah, just a little, makeshift yurt, whatever, so you can hang out and chill and enjoy your tea and do whatever, but still be outside. While the energies are still doing what they're doing, but they're just going to keep on ramping up now. I mean, the last couple years they just kind of went up and down and up and down, and we had the awakening stuff up and down and up and down and up and down, but now it doesn't matter. They're just going to ramp up, and we're just going to keep on waking up until we reach that Christ consciousness. And I mean, it can be today, it can be tomorrow, it can be a year, it can be 10 years, it can be 20 years. I mean, it just depends on the person and how hard you're really working. But it's not very hard. It really isn't. It's not hard. I mean, it is. But it's not. It's hard because we don't want to let go of all the things that we've been doing our whole lives. So if you're 40s, 50s, 6 up, I mean, it just gets harder and harder to let go of your habits and your way of thinking, and I call it the 3D thinking. But we've been taught all these things our whole lives. They weren't right. I mean, one person said, okay, this is why this happens, and another person said, okay, yeah, that sounds about right. And then you got about 10 more doctors or scientists or whoever's and whatever's and PhDs that got together, and 10 people agreed that was what because this happened and that happened, and that's the way it went, and that was our 3D world. But there could have been other spiritual things that could have been in play. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's just give it for instance. Sugar. Sugar makes you gain weight. Sugar is fattening. Says who? Whoever created it, the scientists, the doctors, the whatever, because your body does this and it does that, and it's really bad for you. It is bad for you. Don't get me wrong. Don't eat sugar. But I'm just saying, as far as sugar will make you fat, the mind is a powerful thing. And anything that you believe will happen, will happen. Okay? Another for instance. You have symptoms of, let's just say, cancer, because cancer is everywhere and everybody has cancer all the time, whatever, who cares? So let's just say you have symptoms. You go to the doctor tells you have cancer. Now, if you didn't go to the doctor to find out, for the doctor to say that you have cancer, how do you know that you really did? Because once the doctor said that you have it, the doctor has told you have it, and then it just reinforces in your brain that you have it, right? So now, for the next day, or 6 months, or 2 years, or 3 years, or however long it takes that you go through chemo and everything else that you do, you keep reinforcing it every day. Because the doctor says, oh, it's getting better, it's getting worse, it's doing whatever. It is growing. It is getting worse because you are manifesting bad things. We're not trying to manifest bad stuff, just the good stuff, right? Another for instance, minor, for instance. Oh, your knees hurt, right? And so you go to the doctor and you get the scans, and the chiropractor tells me I have the back of a 75-year-old. Who cares? I didn't care that he said that. Turning myself backwards. Whatever. I did all that heavy lifting and all that stuff with my whole life. Okay, so I expected that. But I'm not going to keep that in my mind and say that I am old. I barely have cartilage in either one of my knees. Who cares? Did that stop me from walking and swimming and doing what I want to do? Okay, let me reiterate. It did. When the doctor started telling me I had all these issues and da-da-da-da-da-da, yeah, I slowed down. I quit doing things, and things got worse. Why? Because I told myself I was old and getting old, and oh, I have knee problems and I have back problems, and this and that, and no. Then I started meditating, and I said, you know what? I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards. I'm not going to believe that I'm old. I didn't say I was old when I was 30, right? So why am I saying it old now that I'm in my 50s? Fix yourself. You can fix yourself. But if you keep reinforcing in your mind that you're really bad off, and you reinforce that every day, oh my gosh, I can't move. I hurt so bad. I have such a migraine. I know. I've had all these. And I took 4 ibuprofen 3 times a day for 10 years or more. Tried all the different things and all the scans, and nothing worked and nothing helped. And so I just grin and bear it. Yeah, I have a high pain threshold, so don't most women. But grinning and bearing it got to be a lot. And so I just stopped doing things, and I slowed down, and that's not me. Why should I slow down? I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a little slower. Not going to hurt myself until I'm all the way fixed and reach my Christ consciousness. So when I say dance, okay, it's more like ballet, and that's cool because ballet seems to be coming out from a past lifetime, so it works out well, whatever. Do not reinforce to yourself that you are old, or that you'll never be well again, or you'll never walk again. I don't care. When you give in to the 3D, you will stay right in it. Instead, wake up every morning and say, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. You know, it's raining and it's gorgeous outside. You know what I mean? Give thanks when you wake up first thing in the morning. Don't turn on the news. Don't turn on people talking. You know, go outside, get into nature. And if you're in an apartment building, you don't like the people in your apartment building, or you have an elevator or whatever, that's fine. But turn the nature on your TV. You got a CD that's got some tones, or you got your phone. So turn on YouTube. Turn some tones on, your chakra balancing, or the Gaia meditation, the twins that I told you about. You know, get into some tones and watch some ambiance screens. I'm starting to put different ambiance screens together in different folders because I'm creating my land in my head. And if I look at that every day, I'm bound to have my land. And if I'm happy every single day, and I'm saying I'm happy every single day, fake it till you make it, right? It works. Try something for 30 days. Can you be positive for 30 days and fake it till you make it? Can you say thank you? Thank you. Thank you. For 5 minutes like Muji does, and do it like 3 or 4 times a day. Be grateful when you wake up in the morning. Be grateful when you go to bed. Don't concentrate on the negative things that you don't have. So you want that motorcycle or that boat or that whatever. It'll come someday. You know how it's going to come? When you be more positive and you get rid of all your bullshit inside yourself and you reach that Christ consciousness, you're going to have all the abundance that you want, and you're probably not going to want all that shit no more. But you might. Right? Be positive. Don't worry about materialistic things. Don't sweat the small stuff. If it's out of your control, let it go. You can't control your mate. You can't control your teacher.